blindfolded the girl and said, you gotta feel our chests and guess which one's your man. And so she's like, okay. So she's blindfolded, our shirts are off, and then he drops to a knee, the whole place goes, oh. She's like, what is going on? Are your pants on? Are your pants on? Drop the blindfold, she starts bawling, crying. He proposes, they kiss, place goes nuts. That's my show, we're drinking at the bar. Fucking amazing. So Stroop hears about it. He goes, hey man, you're good with proposals, right? I said, yeah. And he goes, all right, that's what Rick said. Cool, I got a proposal for you. Is it cool? I'm gonna sit in the front row. And I go, yeah. So we get up, we get to the thing. He goes, all right, I talked to him. They're all cool with it. You want to do it for the end of the show? And I go, yeah. And he goes, cool. Table right there. And I go, cool. And he goes, oh, by the way, it's the girl proposing to the guy.
What?
I went, Dave. I go, that's a bad idea. He goes, I already told him it's happening. I can't tell him it's not happening. It's already happening. And they're like, ladies and gentlemen, Bert Kreischer. So I get up. I'm doing my act, and you know when you have a thought in your head, you can't get your head straight, and the whole time you're fucking up your act, because you're going, how the and the girl's looking at me like, now, the whole time. So I get towards the end, and I go, okay. I go, okay, come on, get up on stage. I go, because I buy them a shot. I go, you seem like a fun couple. Okay, let's get you guys up on stage. We'll play a game. And then I'm like, this game's not gonna work with a dude and a chick. I go, all right. Sir, we're gonna blindfold you, and we're gonna take our shirts off. And I'm like, huh, wait, the girls, I'm like, this isn't working out. So I go, hold on, sir, we're gonna blindfold you, and then we're gonna kiss you on the cheek. It's just nothing is working out. So I get the blindfold on him, right? I get the blindfold on him, that's all I gotta do. And then I look at her, and as soon as the blindfold's on, she goes to a knee, and the whole room goes, oh yeah, like, oh. Pulls his blindfold off. He sees her on a knee with a ring. Everyone's like, oh. And he looks at me and he goes, nah, fucking cool, dude. And then she says, I love you. Will you marry me? And he goes, fine. And everyone's like, oh. So they put the ring on, they kiss. Everyone's like, oh, golf clap. Sit down. It was fucking.
I did it twice.
For real?
Yeah, years ago.
Yeah.
So the first time it was forced on me. It was like, you know, you don't sell any tickets. They're like, so there'll be a proposal during your show. And you're like, okay. And they just come up and like, it's like the middle of the show.
Yeah.
And the guy asks her and like, you know, I'm like, I go, yeah, congrats, I guess. Like, get the fuck out of here, you know? So get off stage. I'm like, that was the worst experience. I go, totally like derails the show. None of us have an interest in their lives. It's just like a fucking theater for like, this might as well be Applebee's. Like, what are you doing? So then the next time they actually, it happens a little while later, they're like, hey, there's a proposal and I really like to make it happen. And I'm like, I have zero interest in that. And they're like, well, you know, can we do something? And I'm like, how about this, man? How about when I say thank you and I'm like saying goodnight, you can let the guy, like, you know, have the guy yell something out, and I'll lead him into, like, in other words,
at the end of my show, when I go, thank you, good night, the guy goes, whoa, you're not done.
Yeah, like that kind of thing. And they were like, okay, that'd be cool. So I did it, and I hated it, you know, like, I didn't enjoy the moment, and it's also like, I just feel like it's hijacking, it's not that it's hijacking.
Oh, it changes the energy.
But it's like, what? You're proposing at a comedy show? Like, you know, it's like proposing at a movie theater or something. Like, it's just like the weirdest choice to make. Like, hey, fucking Spider-Man's on, let's propose. It doesn't make any sense to me. And I feel like should be your private thing, whatever. It's your choice. I just don't want to be involved. Now, I get fucking 6 emails a month. Hey, I'm coming to the show. How can you help me propose? I'm like, dude, like, I don't want to do this. Nobody at the show. Can you imagine stopping one of those theater shows to be like, on row 6?
Is there a Dave in here?
Yeah, anywhere.
Dave, and there's like 25 Daves.
Is
there a Dave that?
There's the proposal. Then they're like, dude, my friend Jeff, he's coming Saturday. You definitely make fun of him if you want. He's in the second row. Yeah. He's wearing a green hat.
Yeah.
And we love to make fun of him. I'm like, what?
Can you light him up?
Yeah. Or then also, I'm bringing Steve to the show. If you could give him a shout out. Yeah. Okay. Hey, how's everybody doing? Steve, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh.
I fucking hate them.
So guys, hit him up at tom@tomsegura.com.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna delete every fucking message. I'm not gonna respond.
Gary Menke, one time we were in Cincinnati, and they were like, "There's a proposal," and I said, "Who is it?"
What kind of birthday? Hey,
They go,
someone's
"Gary,
birthday?
it's New Year's Eve, by the way. New Year's Eve, it's the late show."
Gary's still doing it?
Stand up.
Yeah. I don't know. He's a tour with Michael Bublé. Bublé? Is that how you say it? Yeah. Really? This is opening act. Bublé's lovely. The Minkster. Yes. Sorry.
No. Menke was just a real treat of a human. He just was he just fucking partied so fucking. When I noticed it,
Mickey, who he booked and did, right?
he booked it and then booked himself.
Yeah.
Like you got you.
And he was the double booking champ.
Yeah.
So like you would show up and then they're like, "Who's this guy?" And they're like, "You're both in middling." We're like, well, how are we both in? I fucked up.
Oh yeah. Oh, and he booked himself. I remember he booked
Yeah.
himself to feature for me for New Year's, and they go, "There's a proposal," and I said, "Luke's like, there's a proposal." Luke, by the way, had never come to the club once. He's like, "This is my first time at the club at night." I was like, "Really?"
The club you own?
Yeah. And so Luke's like, "There's a proposal. I don't know how you want to work that." And I go, "No, I got it. I go, "Who is it?" And he goes, "Menke knows." And I was like, "Okay, Menke will tell me." So then Menke just goes right up on stage, and I was like, "Well, fuck, how am I gonna fucking know?" And I was like, "I'm sure he'll tell me when he brings me up, or in the switch off." Menke's bombing so bad at New Year's that he goes, "All right, fuck it. You don't like jokes? Where's Dave?" And the guy goes, "I thought I'd do it at the end of the show." And he goes, "No, you're doing it now, numbnuts. Let's go." And brought the guy up, and the guy's like, "Son, in the feature act portion, how's it, Kristen? I love you a lot." And everyone's like, "What the fuck's going on?" She says yes, they go dead, and Gary Menke goes, "All right, let's bring up your headliner."
Oh no, the worst.
Oh, it was such a fucking nightmare.
It's the fucking worst, man.
Yeah. Oh, Menke. There's a group of legendary road comics that partied way too fucking hard. That like I partied pretty hard, but I caught steam in the I got in the mainstream.
Yeah.
Where I got out of the road. But like Menke's one of those road dogs that was like Ron White. Ron White was a road guy.
Yeah.
Who just got caught into that stream and was like.
Yes.
Then you look at like Jay Medicine Hat, died in the Target.
Yeah, no, we talked about it.
Did we?
We talked about it on this show.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
We talked about it a lot.
Yeah. Dude, Ron White bought his jet. So
Another one?
no. But I'm just saying, like, how great would it be to have your own and do the road right now?
Dude, I just want to. It would change everything about my touring. I'd get done the show and I'd be like, all right, I'm out.
Go home.
I'd go home immediately. Drink just as much. More, dude. Private jets are terrifying. They bump around so much. Did you ever see the video of Louis C.K. and Ricky Gervais in a private jet when they think it's going down?
Who is it that gets scared of flying?
Louis. And he starts yelling out the worst obscenities you could ever imagine, just murdering booze.
You think he's coming back, like in full
Ricky
force?
Gervais? Yeah, definitely.
No. Louis.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, did you see the article they wrote about everyone who applauded for him at Skankfest needs to be doxxed?
Yeah, I thought, is that a parody though, kind of thing?
You can't tell
like
anymore. That's what's crazy about what's happening with media is you don't know what's real or
like I
fake.
read that and I was like, okay, this is ridiculous. I thought it was definitely like an Onion style article. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I couldn't tell. I can't tell. That's the problem is I read an article now and I go,
Yeah, because then you're like, what website is this? Who wrote
you
this?
gotta guess the
I actually
website.
Googled the guy who wrote it and I was like, wait a minute, is this a real?
wait, is that the guy that wrote all those joke articles and then got kicked off Twitter?
I don't know.
Where
I
he was
don't
like,
know.
he was
It might
like,
have been.
How dare these?
Yes, I think it is him.
God, that guy's funny as fuck.
Yeah, I think that is him. I know, because Louis keeps popping up in the clubs. They don't even announce it. The clubs don't even go like, they just put it on their site. And that's how scared they are of like, the backlash. They're just like, we're just gonna throw it up on the site and
The people who
will
booked
find it.
Skankfest apologized for Louis. They booked Skankfest.
Oh, you mean the venue?
The venue.
The venue, yeah.
Said, "Did we apologize?" What the fuck? Why does a venue need to apologize?
Because they get that much back, especially in New York City. Come on, New York, the push is strong there, maybe the strongest. So, yeah, they're just trying to cover their asses. I'm just fascinated, like from a study point of like watching the show, of being like, all right, he keeps doing clubs, so and like obviously they all sell out.
Yeah.
It's like when is he like because promoters in theaters don't give a fuck if you killed your family if you sell tickets. So, like, they are gonna be like, they're just. Are you ready? Like, they just want him to be like, yeah, go ahead and like, let's do fucking Philly or let's do Long Island, and
He'd sell big numbers.
that's the part I want to see because I know it's substantial. I want to see like especially the people who are like, he's done, and then they're gonna be like, so the Wells Fargo Center sold out. Like, it's gonna be crazy, man.
Well, I did my European tour right after Aziz.
Yeah.
And here's what's interesting now, like I hope Aziz doesn't take offense to this or whatever. I don't know, I'm sure he's had worse things said about him, but he wouldn't let them promote for him.
He wouldn't let who?
The promoters. He gave them one picture they could use to promote, and it was like, it wasn't a comedy picture. It looked like he was in an alt band.
Wait, what are you? Why is he doing that?
And he was like, he wouldn't do any press. He wouldn't do any interviews. He wouldn't do anything. They sold no tickets, but Aziz was like, I don't give a fuck. You want to do shows with me? Don't promote it. I don't want to be promoted, because he didn't want the backlash.
Oh,
He wanted people that wanted to see him to come to the show.
I got you.
It's an interesting concept because, like,
yeah, it is interesting.
because I heard when Charlemagne and Andrew Schultz were on Rogan, Charlemagne said, yeah, I don't like promoting our podcast. They have a Brilliant Idiots podcast. He goes, I don't like promoting it. He goes, I don't want anyone to hear it. He's like, it's fun for me. Just sit here and talk reckless and talk shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's kind of what this podcast is like. It's like, I like that people like it, and I want people to like it. And
Yeah.
I want to give them.
But you're not like, please like it.
I don't want
Yeah.
anyone to fucking find this that doesn't want to find this
Yeah.
or doesn't get the joke.
Yeah.
Like, and that's where I think Aziz was like, I don't want fucking someone coming in and going like, now he's promoting himself. That's the weird thing about promoting
He just shot
yourself.
another special last night.
Yeah, it's coming out. Spike Jones directed
Spike
it.
Jones directed. Yeah. He shot 4 of them.
You know what's fucked up is that he can't even have a really good Me Too take because we would have already heard it.
I don't know. I heard it was a really good. I heard from somebody that went to one of the tapings that it was really good.
I want him to, that Babe.net is off the internet now. The
that?
website that released that article.
Oh, really?
It's funky.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because people just backlashed and they were like, fuck you, that wasn't cool. I mean, I don't know. I hope he does well. I hope that special does well. I like that he's got to be like looking at fucking Kumail's career going, motherfucker. Since Kumail's blowing the fuck up.
Movie star.
Stuber
Yeah.
looks hilarious.
Yeah.
He looks hilarious. And look, you can say what you want, but Hollywood only gives a few lanes for people of color. And I mean, and so fucking, it's crazy. It's like, look at Kevin Hart, man. Like, Cat Williams brings a gun on a plane. Dave Chappelle goes to South Africa, and then all of a sudden, Kevin Hart comes out of fucking what's the movie? Soul Plane.
Soul Plane, yeah.
Comes out of Soul Plane, and everyone's like, "Well, his career's over. Soul Plane's a bomb." Cat Williams brings a gun. Dave Chappelle goes to South Africa. Everyone's like, "Where are we? Oh, Kevin Hart. All right, come on, let's go." That's obviously that's simplifying a
yeah,
career,
yeah.
but it's like there's not a ton of opportunities for people of color in Hollywood where there is for white guys.
Yeah, there's a lot of, yeah. But he's a legit movie star now.
Kevin Hart.
No, I'm talking about Kumail.
Kumail is
He's a movie star.
legit, dude. That movie looks so fucking funny.
Yeah, it's funny. And he's doing 10 other movies. He's lined up.
God damn, good for him, man. He's always been the sweetest fucking guy.
Yeah, he's a nice dude.
Yeah, he was. I remember one time. I said something of fucking, I don't know. I said something.
Probably wasn't taken well, whatever
You're
you said.
very accurate on that. It was definitely in the lane of the joke that we're playing.
Yeah.
It was for real. It was like, oh, I love Indian guys or something, and Kumail comes up and goes, first of all, I'm Pakistani, you motherfucker. Or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But he's a very sweet guy. He's on my podcast.
He was?
First guy, yeah. I heard that.
A long time ago or a long time ago?
Yeah.
He,
Before he was super famous. Now I texted him though. I texted him the other day. Big Sick came out, and it was like a success. I texted him, and he was like, "Dude, that was very sweet of you to text me. Thank you."
He and I wrote on a pilot together for Comedy Central.
For real?
Yeah, we were 2 of the 4 writers. It was Jonah Ray had a pilot.
What's
He's doing Mystery Science Theater 3000 whatever on Netflix. He's the host of that. He's always got a project.
He's always got something.
And so Jonah hosted this show. It was like about video games. And it was Kumail, me, 2 other like writer producers.
Yeah.
And that was years ago. That also didn't get picked up.
Jonah Ray I was fucking fascinated by him like for a period of time because Mark Maron went off on how brilliant his stand-up was, and I was like, I gotta see his stand-up. We never worked in the same clubs.
Yeah.
I never got to see it. He's a very nice, sweet guy.
I'm just fascinated. He's Hawaiian. But
Dude, his stories about Hawaii.
Yeah,
I listened to him on a podcast, and then I went to Hawaii.
Yeah.
And I kept doing the. He go, what school you grad from, fucker? And all the Hawaiians go, how do you know that? And I go, oh, I had a friend who grew up here, and they go, oh, we slam him hard if he didn't go to our school. And I was like, oh, Jonah must have that must have been a walking hell to be like an alt PC white kid into comic books and punk music.
Yeah.
Not into surfing,
he probably got into some shit for sure. He's the sweetest guy though.
Yeah, he's a very sweet guy.
All right, so
How do we wrap this up?
Do you want to make your case about the final solution? No. So, are you good with this pace? People kept asking, like, "Oh, you guys gotta up it," but we don't have time to do more than this right now.
I immediately thought I want it once a week.
Yeah. Do you want to do it once a week?
Yeah, I think we should do it once a week because I like the 2 a week was like a good idea for us.
2 a month.
2 a month. 2 a month. But then immediately I was like, this is super easy for me to do.
It's fun.
Like 9 in the morning. By the way, I shouldn't tell everyone what time it is. 9 in the morning. Just bang them out, and it's not work. It's like it's really lighthearted.
Right.
I was definitely thinking of challenges we could do.
Yeah.
And it was when we were doing 2 a week. I was like, we should do who can lose the most weight in 2 weeks. Or I was like, I bet you. This is like because you were like, do we need to come up with a bit? I was like, ooh, I got a good bit. I almost texted.
Remember the challenge thing I was saying? Like we could. Like,
yeah. I was gonna go. I bet you. I could untie any knot you tie quicker than you could untie any knot I tie.
I think you're right. I don't know why, but immediately I feel like that's one of your skill sets. It's like the dumbest skill set, but I feel like
really
you're good at
untying knots.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like, who gives a fuck? But I bet you're good at it.
It stinks when you're amazing at something that no one puts value on.
Yeah, like untying knots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In an apocalypse, I always think, what skill set do I bring to the camp?
Yeah.
Hey guys, do you guys want to hear about how ironic this is? I can do comedy and tell you about, what happened to Bill? We never saw him again, huh? He sounded a lot like this.
Yep. No. We'll do that. All right.
Up next week, watch us untie knots.
Untie knots. Thick Boy Nation with 3 C's.
The beauty of this, of what I'm loving about this podcast is the uncontrollable. Like you can't control any of it.
No.
You can't drive the fucking narrative. You just come in and have a couple beers and just watch your career spiral.
It's gonna be great. We cannot wait to see those montages.
You know what we should do? We should do guests, but special guests. Only every now and then, but it's gotta be comedy teams we think we can beat.
We could do that.
First up, you ready?
Yeah.
Mulaney and Kroll.
Okay, how do we beat them and what?
I don't know, we just destroy them.
We just like fight them?
I don't know. But we bring in John Mulaney and Nick Kroll.
Who would you want to take in a fight?
We're both white. You
I bet Kroll
and
scrappy.
Kroll are both ethnic people.
All right.
We're putting a challenge out right now. John Mulaney and Nick Kroll. Come fuck with me.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, there's no intro song yet. We need one. So you guys are welcome to send the intro song to.
Hold on. And we both got to agree on this intro song.
Yeah, but we can listen to them we can listen to them.
Okay.
Now, do not do this. Let me tell you this, just from having produced podcasts for a while. Don't send a known beat. In other words, don't sample actual popular music. Use original stuff only. Send it to 2bears1cave@gmail.com. That's the number 2 bears, BEARS, the number 1 cave@gmail.com. Make it no longer than 60 seconds. 30 to 60 seconds is perfect. This, if we choose it, will play when the podcast starts every episode. But we'll listen to a bunch of them.
Yeah, and if you want me to enjoy your mashup montages of of whatever the fuck the beginning of this podcast sounded like, Don't just post it online and then go and think I'll retweet you. That's not happening, okay? I will watch it with Tom. No, don't tag Tom either. I will watch it with Tommy here, and I will celebrate your brilliance here, but I'm not gonna just fucking... One of the dudes who I really, really like, who's on Instagram, hit me up with the most racist fucking thing, and was like, hey man, I made this, I thought you'd like it, and I was like, and then I just replied, I was like, hey, if you don't want me to post it, I won't post it. And then in my head, I was like, I'm not going to tell any artist that's making anything not to post something.
Yeah.
Post it if you want to post it, but I'm not going to fucking like
Celebrate it.
Yeah, I'm not going to celebrate it because I got fucking, dude, I'm trying to maintain a relationship with Big Boy. And so, Mike's a buddy of mine, Big Boy. Will they hear this podcast?
All right. Hit up YMH Blue Band if you want to tag him in anything. Follow YMH Studios on Instagram. That shows you that's inside here, all the podcasts that are made here. Follow Bert Kreischer. Go to his site, bertbertbert.com. Get tickets to the Body Shots tour. I'm at TomSegura.com. Down tour. We're all over the place. All right, we'll discuss upping the podcast to every week. We'll just have to work it out. All right. Thanks, buddy.
I love you, Tom.
Love you too.
This podcast is brought to you by Vincero Watches. I always said I'm not a watch guy. I have like one watch, but I always said I was not a sneaker guy. Until I got into buying sneakers, and I found it fun to go into my closet and then go, I wonder what shoes I'm gonna wear. Now I'm doing that with watches, and it's a black one. I am wearing, they were nice enough to send me 2 watches, the Chrono S, rose gold, and this Bellwether, white and blue, non-stop. I think that's the name of it. I love it. I love it because it's a blue band. Blue's my power color. And normally I would never bought a blue watch. I just was like, you know, I saw it on this thing and I was like, ooh, that really kind of popped to me. That looks like a watch I could wear if I ever went yachting. Huh? Right?